that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click on because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Hakeem Jordan, what's going on? What's going on this happy Wednesday?
Living the dream.
Jordan, you on mute. Can't hear you. Sorry about that technical issue. So I came before Jordan come, man. What's cracking like a big dog till Jordan comes
I'm
back?
doing great. What about you, baby?
I don't know, man. You know me. I'm about to go somewhere.
Hey, when I grow up, I want to be like you.
Nah, you don't want to be like
I want to
me.
be just like you.
You don't want to be like me. But not that, but shout out to everybody that's watching us on Instagram, Facebook, Kick, and also Twitch. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. Guys, make sure on Kick and Twitch, make sure you follow us, and also always keep in tune. Hey, Sherry Bryan, welcome.
Sherry Bryant.
Welcome to the
Pretty.
And guys, keep in mind, there you go, Jordan. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes, can you hear me?
Pretty brown.
Yeah, go ahead, like you were saying.
Driving me wild.
I was about to say, look at Hakeem. He blinging, man, blinging all over, man.
No. I wanted to show what a street nigga look like. This is all prop. This is all prop. I wanted to show what a street nigga look like. You know what I'm saying? With the Malcolm X.
Let's see if the woman gonna end up in your DM. What you say? You got the Malcolm X t-shirt?
Yeah, with the Malcolm X. We'll see.
But guys, you already know what time it is. It's panel Wednesday. So this panel Wednesday means we give you guys an opportunity to come into the panel, join in the conversation with us. So like always, Jordan, what's going on in the sports world?
Well, I don't know if you watched the game last night. Well, I guess the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks. Unfortunately, we thought, I thought that Dallas was going to sweep them, but I guess, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they didn't want to go. They're going to take it to game 5. The score was 105 to 100. Anthony Edwards, he showed up, average will put down 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. And Karl Anthony Towns, he finally came back into Towns because the last 3 games he was horrible, shooting horribly, but he was 9 for 13, hit 4 to 5 threes, 25 points, 5 rebounds, and assists. So that second teammate came up because Karl Anthony Towns, he was a no-show for game 1, 2, and 3, but he showed up and everything. Kyrie Irving, he had a pretty good game. Well, actually, he had a so-so game, 16 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Luka, he had a really good game. He had a triple-double, 28 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists. But unfortunately, Minnesota, they did not want to get swept. So the next game will be back in Minnesota for game 5, and this will be tomorrow. So what you guys think about Minnesota's Twins not getting swept? They felt like, as a young team, they didn't want to get swept. Go ahead, Ronnie.
No, but I told you guys we ain't gonna be no sweep. Cause the NBA wasn't gonna lie to that because mind you, the most watched game yesterday was Minnesota game versus Dallas. It was the most watched game than Boston versus the Pacers. Because everybody kind of figured the Boston was gonna sweep the Pacers, but the Minnesota and the Dallas game was very exciting, very impactful. So I knew that series wasn't gonna be over with no sweep. So I see Dallas coming in, winning in game 6, and closing it out back in Dallas. I think they're gonna lose the next game, and they're gonna win in game 6. And we'll move forward to the NBA Finals. Go ahead.
Oh man, if you wanted to see a game that shows pure ambition and agility and endurance, the guy was playing like on godlike levels. And a lot of people need to do his backstory, and he's playing for a reason. His mother and his grandmother. And he proved it to the point why he's an all-star player. I'm troubled now. At one point I thought that Kyrie and them boys can get it, but the young fella's making me think differently now. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I hear you guys. I was looking at the first half. Dallas, they really were playing defense like that, like they was the last few games and everything. And then I guess when Minnesota saw that, say, okay, let's not go home and everything. Let's take it up a notch. Let's play a little defense and score some points. And they took the game and everything. So like I said, tomorrow goes back to Game 5 and at Minnesota House. And like I said, we're gonna see if if the Dallas are they gonna step back up and put these boys out of the playoffs so they go to the finals, or is Minnesota gonna make it interesting? And we ain't gonna wait till tomorrow. So that's it on that. That is it on that.
No, but keeping in mind, one of the centers the center for Dallas, the main center, he was out. So keep that in mind. But the next game, he should be there.
True.
How you doing, Tequila?
Yeah, shout out to Tequila and Sherry
Shout out
Brown
to you,
for being
Queen.
in the building.
Shout out to
And
y'all.
those that are watching us on Facebook, Instagram, and also Kit. Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead, Akeem.
No, I just say, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I apologize, and I thank you for gracing us with your presence, Queen.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. You already know what time it is. The money talk. Let's see what's going on in the money world.
Ooh, so this is big, you guys. This is big. And this is definitely about money. So Ticketmaster and Live Nation, they are getting sued by the Department of Justice of really hacking their prices and use it as the purgatory concept of monopoly. So I don't know if you guys know if you've been to concerts or anything like in the past 2 or 3 years. As you can see that when you buy tickets from Live Nation and you buy tickets from Ticketmaster and everything, you see a lot of people, buy the ticket, buy tickets and then also resell it and jump into a higher rate. I remember they did that last year with the Usher registry and that. Right?
Yep.
And like I said, I remember my wife, she had the ticket to go and everything, but at the time, she was pregnant, she couldn't go at the time, so we sold the ticket to like $700 to and then we sold it again for $1,500. So that's what 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So she made a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So she made a $800 cash reward, $800 reward of getting the money that should be sold and everything. And now the Department of Justice, they was they was looking over the last few years and say, hey, what's going on and everything, and really, doing their investigation on it and everything. And I don't know if you guys, and I also checked the stock out from Live Nation from over a year ago, and they've been jumped. Their stock has been up like 12 to 13% and everything. So now that the Department of Justice is suing Live Nation, Ticketmaster, and everything. The Department of Justice is a federal case. Once they do their research and do a nice investigation, it's really hard to to really fight the charges and everything. To fight the charges of what the Live Nation and Ticketmaster would be sued up and everything. Without further ado, we do have a clip for you guys where we're not going to get in detail of what's going on with that. And after that, we're chopping it up. Go ahead, Akeem. Shout out to Ashton. Ashton's in the building. What's good, Ashton? What's good?
Hey, what's up, Ashton?
Good show last night. Ashton Big Blue is in the building. Shout out to Bob, the lovely Bobby Bryant's also in the building.
She's in the building. Shout out to Bobby Bryant.
How you doing today, Bobby?
Has filed a sweeping lawsuit against Live Nation, the parent company of Ticketmaster. Now, the DOJ, along with 30 state and district attorneys general, allege that Live Nation has an unlawful dominance over the industry. The company controls about 70% of the ticketing for live events. Now, Live Nation responded to the suit saying, quote, the defining feature of a monopolist is monopoly profits derived from monopoly pricing. Live Nation in no way fits the profile. For more, we want to bring in Jason Bazinet. He's the Citi's managing director covering Live Nation's stock. Jason, when we talk about this suit that we have from the DOJ against Live Nation, how strong do you think this antitrust lawsuit is?
I don't think it's particularly strong. I guess I would make 2 points. The first is there is sort of a bigger picture, almost ideological thing that's going on here that has nothing to do with the companies, and that is for most of the 30s, 1940s, 50s, 60s, antitrust law was really governed by a mindset that was underpinned by what lawyers would call structuralism, which is big firms are bad. Why? Because they're big. And what happened in the 80s, 90s, until today really, has really been the price theory of competition, which says that unless a firm causes consumer prices to rise, it's not really anti-competitive. And this administration is trying to go back to structuralism. That's what's underpinning a lot of the antitrust actions that they're pursuing. And so that's difficult, I think, for the judges to understand, because they now have 40 plus years of case law that says this is really all about price. And that's why you see Live Nation in their response focusing on price.
If they are forced to break up, would this really have any material impact on prices paid?
Well, let me just, I don't think so. Let me just start with just some basics. I'm just going to say a hypothetical ticket, let's say that costs $100. Live Nation makes about $1 for promoting that show. The artist would get $99. And then when you check out, when you actually buy the ticket, you're going to see all of these fees. And those are typically about, for a $100 ticket, would be about $30. And what most of that money goes to is the rental fee for the venue. And then Ticketmaster on the ticketing side is going to get about 20% of that $30, so $6. So at the end of the day, you check out, you're going to pay as a consumer $140. Live Nation's total revenue is $1 for promoting the concert, and about $6 for ticketing the concert. So they're going to get $7. So no matter what you do to Live Nation, I'm not sure that you're going to see a demonstrable change in the price consumers pay to go to a concert.
Jason, does this suit, though, how much of an overhang do you expect this to be on the stock? Or do you think it's going to at least add a little bit of volatility to the stock price, at least here in the short term?
I think the volatility's already happened. Mm-hmm. We've gone through the math of what a breakup would imply. And it suggests something in the high 80s. And so what you saw is the market was very confident that the DOJ was going to file this lawsuit. And so it's been putting pressure on Live Nation's share price. And now I think, at least based on the conversations we've had with clients, it's going to go back to the fundamentals. This is going to be stuck in the court for years and years and years. If the stock price does well at Live Nation, it's because the fundamentals are good. If the stock does poorly, it's really more because the fundamentals are bad. But I think the market is baked in, as we sit here today, very high probability that the suit is successful.
Jason, thanks so much for hopping on with us here today. Jason Bazinet, City Managing Director, talking all things Live Nation, Ticketmaster. We're going to be tracking this DOJ suit and everything to come up.
So yeah, man, you can see how how the ticket price is compared to the stock of Live Nation, and with the Live Nations being sued, it could easily affect the stock going down, or like I said, how it's being sued. As he said, this case can take years and years and everything. So it can, we don't know. It could, like I said, it might not affect the stock now, but it might affect the stock later on as well. So go ahead, Hakeem. What's your take on it? You can talk about the stock, or you can talk about how the ticket prices of how it's so jacked up with Ticketmaster.
Yeah. I mean, the scalping of tickets, they have always done that. Tickets have always been high. Natasha even said that concerts would stay expensive if you want a full experience. So I do think they should come up with something to correct the scalping of tickets. That's something they need to maybe have like a digital footprint. But I still see Live Nation still getting more money. I don't see nothing changing after all.
I agree with Hakeem. I think Live Nation is starting to realize that people are going to continue to spend money to go see concerts. And now, since a lot of digital effects are getting placed in, I think now people are doing hologram concerts. That's gonna also bring more revenue to the concert world. So I don't think concert is gonna stop. As long as we still have on streaming service and stuff like that, a concert will always still be around. So I think it's a good. I think if someone, of course, it's not financial advice, but if someone like really want to invest in something like this, I think it'd be a good. I think it'd be a great idea. Go ahead, Jordan.
And I threw out to you guys. Just look at what last year with Beyonce concert and Taylor Swift concert. You know, those tickets were yay high. But and then again, you know, majority of their concerts and they be in stadiums sell out. Especially the big superstars, Beyonce and Taylor Swift was selling out, selling out. They both made lots of money and everything. So with the concert experience and everything, when people want to be there, and if the price is high, people will pay for it. You know, even though how bad our economy is right now, you know, people want to still feel some type of way to escape the economy, escape the world, and go to a concert. You know, be there for 4 or 5 hours and have a really, really, really good time. You know, and you know, have the best times of their life and one of the best memories of their lives and everything. So yeah, with tickets, you know, they gonna continue to. I agree, they can still continue to be high, and you know, they continue going higher and higher and everything. So you know, even though you know the Department of Justice they sued her and everything, which still could take a long time to really process and everything. You know, Live Nation and Ticketmaster, they were smart what they doing. They know you know what's going on in 2024. You know, and how, you know, a lot of people will continue to go to concerts, you know, and not just our generation, but our, you know, the Generation Zs and other generations, you know, teenagers, you know, they will continue, you know, go to experience a concert, and that's how it is on that one.
Now, after that being said, now it's time to get to the need and greed of things, guys. Make sure this is Panel Wednesday, so you guys have the opportunity to join in the panel with us as we dive into these trending hot topics. Go ahead, Jordan, do your thing.
All right. So you know, we gotta get into some Diddy stuff. We definitely gotta get into some Diddy stuff. So, as it comes to earlier today, you know, federal investigators are now preparing to bring accusers of Diddy before, you know, federal grand jury to get official indictment. So, like I said, as you guys know, you know, it started off with Cassie, filed a civil suit, and Diddy settled. And you know, federal investigation was doing the best. It was as of that, it kind of sparked an investigation on Diddy. You know, a month or two ago, remember his house got raided in both Miami and Los Angeles to get cameras that he had necessary in the house that can make span from year to maybe 10 plus years after that. And now, you know, we might see it in a matter of days, in a matter of weeks, or maybe a month or two as, you know, you might not hear, you know, breaking news that Diddy is indicted for his charges that he did. And also, it was also reported that there was another surveillance video of a male sex worker inside Diddy home. Man claimed he was victimized by Diddy and Fed's plans to use him as witness in a possible indictment and everything. And also remember too, once they raided his house, especially in Miami, and while Diddy, you know, he was at the airport, you know, at the time his house was getting raided, one of his drug guys, you know, got arrested. And, you know, and the thing is, he got arrested, and we might not know that he probably got a deal or say, you know, anything that you want to tell us about Diddy, you know, kind of rat Diddy out and everything. And so that's in the mixer too. So right now, you know, it's like I say, it's continuing to fall around Diddy right now. And then also too, there was a conspiracy that came out that and this go back to, you know, 1997 when Biggie passed away, and now there's been rumors that had confirmed that the day before Notorious Biggie died, that he was planning that day or the next day to leave Bad Boy. So there was rumors that confirmed that that Biggie was going to officially leave Bad Boy. And it has been a conspiracy that Diddy might know that, and maybe he's been allegedly possible of the murder of Biggie. But it's still a conspiracy still. But now that rumor is coming back out again. But other than that, we do have 2 videos that we're gonna play for you guys. I already sent it to you, Hakeem. It's the first two bottles already sent to you. about the him being an indictment, and then also the male sex worker of that situation as well. And they're both on CNN. So go ahead, play the video, and after that, we're gonna chop it up.
You'll probably remember that Combs has been named in 8 civil lawsuits, 7 directly accusing him of sexual assault. CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister has all of this new reporting for us. Elizabeth, what more are you learning?
Good morning, Kate. So this is obviously the biggest escalation since those March raids on Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami. We are now hearing that federal investigators are preparing to possibly bring witnesses in front of a federal grand jury in New York City. What we have heard is that possible witnesses have been notified that they could be called to testify. Now, sources do caution that investigators are still in the process of gathering information. In fact, they are still calling in new witnesses, and they have called in some witnesses multiple times. We also hear that the majority of the accusers who have
Since November, you'll probably remember that Combs has been named in 8 civil lawsuits, 7 directly accusing him.
Filed these civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs have been brought in for questioning, and again, some of them being called in numerous times. We hear that many are cooperating and even handing over evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe. Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing.
And Elizabeth, what are you learning about the evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So, as I mentioned, those federal raids that were conducted on his homes back in March, obviously a lot of people wondering what was seized. Well, we are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen filed these civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs have been brought in for questioning, and again, some of them being called in numerous times. We hear that many are cooperating and even handing over evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe. Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing.
And Elizabeth, what are you learning about the evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So, as I mentioned, those federal raids that were conducted on his homes back in March, obviously a lot of people wondering what was seized. Well, we are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen filed these civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs have been brought in for questioning. And again, some of them being called in numerous times. We hear that many are cooperating and even handing over evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe. Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing.
And Elizabeth, what are you learning about the evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So
That was another video, yeah?
Yeah, it's another video. There's one above, one underneath. Yep, above the one I sent you. Shout out to Sashi Bond. Sashi's Bond's in the building.
You said the one above is with Alfonso Ribeiro.
Oh, go all the way down. I already sent it to the Diddy stuff. Let's go all the way down. So I already sent it to you. So it'll be easier for you. Go all the way down. It should be on the bottom.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I played this. Hold on.
All right.
Evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So, as I mentioned, those federal raids that were conducted on his homes back in March, obviously a lot of people wondering what was seized. Well, we are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person, in addition to the accusers who have filed these civil suits, is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through these federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source tell us at CNN that the investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is what HSI specializes in. Now we are hearing that scope has been widened and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, "This is much bigger than just these lawsuits."
Sounds like much more to come. Elizabeth, thank you very much for your continued great.
Yeah, so there you go. I apologize for the technical difficulties. The video keeps stopping, but work with us. Hopefully, the Wi-Fi will get better with us. We'll get there. We'll get better, as you guys know. But yeah, you know, it's not looking good for Diddy's. It's still not looking good for Diddy, as the federal investigators, they're trying to, bring up witnesses to get on them, as we see with the sex workers and everything. So it looks like how it's looking out right now that Diddy, if he gets indicted, he's trying to have all the money he can get, so he can get his, his big lawyers and his lawyers and really try to fight this and everything. That's how it's looking right now. But yeah, it's not looking good for Diddy right now. But go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take with this continuous saga of Diddy?
My apologies. The delay over here is really bad, so just bear with me. I'm gonna be really, really quick. So pretty much, people say Diddy's down bad. I don't think he's down bad. I still think he's gonna overcome this. I don't know how, but he's gonna do it, and he's gonna come out big on this one. Of course, they're gonna get. He's going to court. Don't get me wrong. He's going to court, but I think he's gonna be all the charges. Right now, I think they just using Diddy case as a way of a distraction of something that's bigger going on. Go ahead, Hakeem.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to agree with you and disagree with you. I know this is gonna go away, but I think he's gonna lose a lot of money, a lot of respect. It's gonna it's just gonna make him the wolf of hip hop.
Natasha said I'm in Bali.
Yeah,
I'm
hey,
somewhere.
Natasha, he's going overseas and he ain't taking me with him.
He's up there. With this Diddy situation and everything, it's like I said, it's getting muddier and muddier and muddier. But I can't wait on what is Diddy really gonna do? What is he planning to do? What is his plan in mind and everything? Because as you can see, the court of public opinion, everybody believes he's guilty. The video that came out 2 weeks ago about him and Cassie in the hotel, that really put Diddy into muddier water of how people see and act around Diddy and everything. And like I said, I really want to know who, if they do indict him, who is going to be the witnesses. As we know, we can name two. One will probably be Cassie, and another one will be the sex worker. But I just want to know who else is going to speak, who else is going to testify against Diddy with these. If he does get indicted, who is going to come out and everything, who's going to speak their piece and everything. And like I said earlier, as you can see, there's going to be more conspiracy theories coming out of Diddy, that something going on with Diddy happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, all the way back to the 90s and everything. So, a lot of stuff's going to come out about, what happened to him back in the 90s, 2000 and 2010s and now and everything. So, we just going to see where it goes to, Like I said, we don't know in the next couple of days, next week or months, that he will fully get indicted for his charges that he did. Like I said, we still don't know who else is going to come and turn against Diddy and everything. Like I said, we could possibly think of a few. And but yeah, right now it's just the water. It's like I said, the storm is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And what in Diddy's mind, what is he's going to do? And we want to see until his actions come out. If he really gonna speak on it. Maybe do a public announcement. We don't know. Maybe he'll do like a exclusive interview with somebody. Maybe with somebody. I don't know. Maybe with Gayle King. He might come out with an exclusive interview. That would be something right there. Of looking into Diddy's mind of what when all this stuff is getting out on. What at the moment what is he thinking and really, answer the questions of what the hell with your past girlfriends, with Cassie, with Kim Porter, and other girlfriends that came against him. How abusive he was. So, but like I said, time will tell. We're gonna see what's up. He's gonna get a diamond or not. Yeah, go ahead, Ronnie. You there? I think he lagging. But yeah, Hakeem, anything else to say? All right.
Yeah, I'm lagging.
Okay. All right, then we're gonna jump on to the next topic. Oh, this is a good topic. It's probably gonna get a chat talking. It's gonna go to Dr. Umar. So Dr. Umar, like I said, he was on council class with Nick Cannon. And he's talking about how polygamy was created, by a black woman, and he really goes deep details about what he's talking about of how the black woman created polygamy. So it wasn't the man, it was the woman. Shout out to Joe Don't Hurt Him, man. We see you, man.
Shout out Joe Don't Hurt Him.
Yes, assalamu alaikum to you, brother.
Walaikum salam.
We got you. But go ahead, Hakeem, play what Dr. Umar had to say about polygamy, and after that, we're going to chop it on up.
From a matriarchal perspective in African culture, Brother Nick, it was the women who created polygyny. It was the women who said the men are going to have more than one wife. And do you know why they did that? Because they came from a principle of Ubuntu. I am because we are.
Yeah.
I'm not winning unless my sister winning. Yeah. And since men die sooner than women on average, and of course they die because of war and other unnatural factors, we normally outlive by women.
Right.
We got to make sure the community is stable. And if we ain't got enough men to go around, the community won't be stable.
And it's also that idea of tribalism, right? To where the man, if there's a successful man in the tribe, he wants to be able to take care of as many of the people in his
right.
as possible.
But from the matriarchal, it was the women who came to the men and said, you're going to take on more.
Be your wife,
right. But you're going to take on more than me.
Yeah.
You're going to, not because I want to share my man.
She needs you, and she needs you
because the community needs it. Polygyny is not about personal preference.
Right.
It's about making sure all the children got a dad and all the women got a husband, because you know, like I know, because Black America suffers from a shortage of Black males. Cemetery, penitentiary, right? Yeah. So what do women do when they can't find a man of their own? I don't care how Christian they are, how Muslim they are, how Hebrew they are, they will share a married man.
Yeah.
And one of the contradictions that Black women have to deal with, who claim that they are not for polygyny, if you are not for polygyny, why is it we can often find single Black women being the mistress to a married Black man? If you are against plural marriage, how did you manage to end up as his mistress and he's married? So do you know what you're telling me? You're not against polygyny. You're against being accountable for it. You don't want nobody to know you are a co-wife. You see that? As long as it stays under the cover.
Deep, Dr. Umar.
but we got to deal with these issues. And as far as monogamy goes, and I'm going to do more research on this, Brother Nick, but my research has shown me there has never been a monogamous society on the face of this earth, only on paper. Don't get me wrong. You've always had men with one wife, but you have always had men with more than one wife. Because from a matriarchal perspective in African culture, Brother Nick, it was the women who created polygyny. It was the women who said the men.
So as you can see, you know, Dr. Umar breaking down what polygamy and polygyny is. So with this, Dr. Umar, bringing up this conversation, we'll go with you, Hakeem. Do you feel like, what Dr. Umar is saying, do you feel like people will open up to polygamy or polygyny in the United States?
In my perspective, I'll be damned if my wife shares me. You want to know something? I think polygamy couldn't work here due to the dynamics of how we have life here in America. And polygamy is for people at a certain tax bracket. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to share something that a lot of people might not like. I kind of view polygamy in a certain kind of way because I wanted kids. And there's a lot of women who don't want kids. So I can understand, as far as if I wanted a certain amount of kids, I know I'm not going to be able to get that with one woman, because most women just want one kid and that's it. So I guess it all depends on how people look at it, But I do know not a lot of men can afford polygamy. Some men can't even afford one woman at times. You know what I mean? So to afford 3-4 women is just kind of difficult.
Yeah, I hear you. For me, I'm 50-50 with this one, because due to how our mindset is in America, we're really strong with monogamy, especially with the women. Women want just one man. They don't want to be shared. That's the majority in America and everything. But if you go to other countries, maybe in certain parts of Africa, certain parts of Asia, maybe. James in the building.
Shout outs to Houston's finest. Houston's finest. Fifth Ward, South Ward. I don't even know what other ward we're talking about. Go ahead.
But yeah, going back to what Dr. Umar was saying, in America, I don't like I say this is how our mindset is. Our mindset is in here in America. I don't think we might have conversations, but I don't think it's going to work. Especially how our economy is. Even though it will be beneficial if we can do that, especially in our community, it will be beneficial finances wise and also family wise and everything. But with the United States of America, we're really big on monogamy. One man, one woman, and that's how it's really to be seen and everything. It just I don't know if we in a town of in our generation, in our lifetime, maybe in the next lifetime, that if that people will really think about polygamy in the long-term role and everything. I don't know if families will talk about it in their households and everything to really help this. And this like I said, just really help out the community and our finances, building generations and everything, which, I can see the pros on that. But on the con, I don't really think it's going to happen because, like I said, monogamy is just it's taking over, it takes over the majority of the world and everything. Go ahead.
So I have a special friend of mine who said that they support polygamy under certain conditions, and I can agree with that. And this is a woman of education and means that's telling me this. And I guess it all depends on the means, because it could correct, like you said, it could correct a lot of issues in our community. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But if it's just embracing it, and a lot of people think it's like a lot of people think it's a sexual thing, and it's not a sexual thing. It's mainly for
That's the thing is, Hakeem, is true, but when you think about polygamy, that's the first thing people think about, sex.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. You don't think about money, you don't think about family. Sex is the first thing.
That's it. And it's not.
But the thing is, like, you're single, well, you like to have sex with a bunch of people and everything. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, the difference is polygamy or polygyny and everything. You just do you're with the same person. Or multiple persons at the same time. You in the household. You're building. You're building trust. You're building trust for each and one another. You're building finances and everything, and you're just building the family. I'm just looking at the pros of the West, but especially if it can help, sure, but. If you want to say, like I said, monogamy is one big thing, which is still good because you still need, two people. Our average person needs two people in the household to pay rent, pay food, and everything. How the economy is when inflation and everything, especially living in a big city. So, but yeah, going back, like I said, Dr. Umar made a point about it, but like I said, how people are in the United States, it's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. Jodo Hurdle said, questions for the brothers. Could you share your woman? No. Nah.
Nobody can.
I'm not open like that. No.
Yeah. Nobody can fathom that. That's why I say when Natasha said multiple husbands, that would never happen. I would cast them out to the yard, cast them out to the field.
I can't see it.
No. Now, if I was a rich man, and I'm gonna say this preferably, in the case of having children, I might consider polygamy. If I wanted to have about 10 children, I know polygamy would be the answer for that. Other than that, no. But if I wanted to have a bunch of heirs, no, definitely, I would want that to happen. I mean, if you have other sexual partners and you're married, doesn't that still fall under polygamy? Yes, it does. Not necessarily, because Jalen, you have to financially take care of these women. That's where polygamy plays a part. You financially take care of these women. They're in the fold. Natasha has a good point as well. Umar is a FOS because he do not have one wife. Monogamy is the minority. Married people are cheating all the time. Shout outs to Eric Brown, preach to the gods. Okay, this is what we on. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this is what we on. Like, polygamy. Like, married people cheat all the time. A lot of women are mistress to married men, and you know what I mean. One
But I
married
feel
woman.
like, how King Hodge's situation is, even if we do like polygamy or polygyny and everything, I still feel like it was, even though might have multiple partners, they still might cheat on their multiple partners in a way. I just feel like some of these Americans have that mindset. If it does happen, we will continue to cheat, even though we have multiple partners. We'll still cheat on the multiple partners in a way. You get what I'm saying?
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Which is crazy. I just feel like here in America, we're just we're very highly sexual creatures, highly
No,
sexual.
definitely.
And it's to me, like I said, it's more to sex. It's like you think about yourself, but it's more to yourself. We think about polygamy, like I said, you think about building generations.
No,
That's why have multiple kids. That's why you gotta have the money for it, and also having if you have multiple women, they're just not gonna do anything. They gonna have to work too. They probably gonna have to work under you especially if you have the money. They're gonna work under you.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have a schedule to do things, spend time with the kids, or do some type of work, go work out, or just to do stuff. Kind of have a housewife role, but / secretary role as well. So, but yeah, with polygamy, it's just a lot of structure. I would say a lot of structure you have to deal with when it comes to polygamy. But in America, we don't have structure like that. We only have structure in monogamy like that, for real.
Mm-hmm. It says you can consider polygamy all you want. Your wives will all need to agree with it. You support the house and the children you bear. I believe I should be under one roof. If you're doing it proper. No, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, Natasha. Polygamy in itself is not problematic. It's how the Western world has sexualized it that made it super weird, as opposed to the potential of power play in the community. I believe it. My question: can both wives live under the same roof? I believe so, Eric Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a level of
You just
respect.
have two separate rooms. Go ahead, Ronnie.
Two
Yeah,
separate
but
rooms. Yeah.
here's the thing. What Umar was saying. Historically, him speaking, it was a fact. Like, when you look up the history of ancient Kemet, it was the women that were allowing their men to have another woman within their marriage. It's just later in when the European invaded ancient Kemet, that's when they changed a lot of things and made everything monogamy. So because I would say most women, I would say it's pick and choose because we come from an American construct, but if you go overseas, most people are already doing it. They having multiple women in one relationship. And the wives already know they don't have no issue with it. As long as the man taking care of the home, it is what it is. So I know I see Chicago Riddler. So all the chickens are coming home to
Go
roost.
government.
The dog is coming to
Chicago.
the light. Facts.
Yeah. What do you think about polygamy? Do you think polygamy is good for the black community? I say, you know what I mean? I say I agree with it when it comes for the purpose of bearing children.
If a lot of people know the concept, then yes. But people don't know. Like I said, when you think about polygamy, people think about sex. The first thing you're thinking about. That's the first thing. First thing.
Remember, it takes two to build a village, but it takes three to build an empire.
Eric Brown said, I just need an energy drink for this conversation.
I do one better. It takes four to build a nation.
And you need heirs. We need about 6 or 7 children.
Well, of course, in the United States, you can't do it because it's illegal to to have more than one wife unless it's of religious purposes. Unless you live over there in Utah somewhere, then
So
you're able to do it. Go ahead.
a friend just texted me and said that that's not true. Plenty of women in other countries have a problem with polygamy.
And in what world? Because most of the time, women don't really have that much power. Some of the in other cultures they get stoned. It depends on what country is it.
You said you guys are wrong. Mom and daughters can't live in a house together. 2 wives will fight daily. No, if you standing on business, why, huh?
And if you the apex predator, you lay it down. you got it. And stand strong and stand strong. You can't bend. You cannot bend it whatsoever. But like I said, a lot of people in here, they'll bend a little bit. So
Okay, I think I'm pronouncing the word right. It's polygyny, not polygamy. Am I
Yeah,
pronouncing
polygyny.
polygyny?
Yeah,
Thank,
polygyny.
thank you to
Yeah, that's the one. That's for the man.
yeah. But
And polyandry is for the woman.
for real. It says the type in the dark side of polygyny on YouTube, they will find plenty. There are women in Islam that want no parts of polygyny. Chicago real estate family building is a beautiful thing. So you want me to say your name? Do say my name.
it's on Instagram.
No, somebody messaged me on Instagram.
Okay.
They as their information rolling in, they're letting us know. No, they said not to say their name.
Okay.
But they got some good stuff here. Waha, I
Fair
see
enough.
multiple families with one
But let's
husband.
go to the nitty gritty thing.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about what's, like I said, what's on the subtitle. Let's talk about Sean Kingston. And like I said, we didn't really get to the story, but we're gonna really get into the story. So Sean Kingston, last week, and his mother, well, let's start with his mother. So Sean Kingston's house got raided. I think it was in Fort Lauderdale. He got raided for for owning a bunch of money of electronics, and I think it's like over $100,000 and everything, and and he been doing this for a while. And also his mother too. His mother also got put in jail too. And then but the thing is, at the time at the raid, Sean Kingston, he was not in at Fort Lauderdale. I think he was in California, but they did arrest him the next day because he was doing I don't know, he was doing like a concert or anything. He was doing a gig, so they arrested him too. So, but Hakeem, do play the clip. I already sent it to you. So it'll be in the bottom. And then after that, I'm see I can put on some I'm put up the charges from him and also
mansion. This is a live look from Chopper 6 overhead. Now, the name I'm going to give you here is the person who lives there, and you might recognize his name, singer/rapper Sean Kingston, facing a lawsuit that's now sparking an investigation right here in our backyard.
Our NBC6's Ari Otzer joins us live from Southwest Ranches, where we're learning more about what's going out there. Ari?
Yes, we certainly are, ladies. So Sean Kingston had some hits back in the day, starting in 2007, including one that he did with Justin Bieber, but now he's in big trouble. So he lives at this 15,000 square foot mansion here in Southwest Ranches. Take a look over there. You'll see a lot of BSO deputies. They are serving a search warrant at the house. And as we go to the right side of the house, you can see a fleet of luxury cars in the front, a Mercedes, a Bentley, a Ferrari, and more. And according to an attorney who filed the lawsuit against Kingston, he has a history of never paying for his things, which is why BSO came knocking today.
He likes having bling. He likes showing off. He's a showman. My client has a $150,000 television sound system that's in there. There's also about $1 million worth of watches that are in there. There's an $80,000 custom bed that was ordered. This is a organized, systematic fraud. He's got basically a script. He says that he works with Justin Bieber and that he obviously puts on a big show here. This is a rental house. He doesn't own it. And he lures people using his celebrity into having them release things without him paying for it, and then he simply never pays. He's 100% a scammer. He's on felony probation right now for trafficking and stolen property. He's got judgments against him for procuring more than $1 billion in watches without paying for them. This is just an ongoing pattern for Sean.
And that attorney you just heard from, his name is Dennis Card. He says that his lawsuit against Kingston sparked the BSO investigation. He said a detective called him and said they had noticed his civil lawsuit and they had received other complaints about Kingston from other people with similar issues, with goods being sold and never being paid for. That's why they're there inside now. We'll have to wait and see later if BSO will talk to us and let us know what they found and if Kingston will face any criminal charges after all this is done.
So I do have the counts for both him, Sean Kingston, and the mother. So for Sean Kingston, so he has what, eight counts. The one that counts is one count of organized scheme for defraud, 4 counts of criminal use of personal identification information, 2 counts of grand theft greater than 100 G's, 1 count of grand theft greater than $20,000, and 1 count of fraud according to arrest warrants obtained by Entertainment Tonight. Now, for his mother, she is facing 8 counts, which is 1 count of organized scheme to defraud, 3 counts of criminal use of personal identification information, 2 counts of grand theft of over $100,000, 1 count of grand theft over $20K, and 1 count of fraud. And his mother is 61. Previously pleaded guilty to bank fraud back in 2006. So she's been fraud for a long time. And she served nearly a year and a half in prison. This was back in 2016. The representatives of Kingston didn't immediately respond to what's going on. Let me see. The arrest warrant cited several businesses that Kingston and the mother are accused of knowing defrauding, including multiple jewelry stores and car dealerships and everything. So it looks like, I'll just say, Sean Kingston and his mother, they always been, it's like they always been fraud. They've been fraud for a long time, a long time. But like I said, Ronnie, what's your take with the Sean Kingston and his mother being frauds?
Like Chicago really said in the chat, keeping in mind he doesn't own the mansion, he just rents it. It just shows you like what's going on within the world of hip hop and the music industry. A lot of these guys don't really own property. They don't own even their own jewelry. It's rented. So I think now, as Sean Kingston, pretty much his demise, because this is what it is, pretty much his demise, it's sad to say because he did have a lot of hit songs, but for him to not be able to leverage that and to build generational wealth, and for him to be known as a scammer is really not a good look, especially his mom. His mom put him in a bad position where she was supposed to put him in a position so he could win, not to lose. Like I always, shout out to Night is in the building, Chicago Real is in the building, and also Eric, and also Why High. The High is in the building. Go ahead, Akeem.
My daddy told me all that glitter is not gold. At one point, he was up. Now he's down. So he's still trying to keep an image that he can't afford anymore. So he's doing this and doesn't care because he hasn't done no real jail time. The big wake-up call is when they seize all his assets and he goes to prison. And then he'll wake up and come back home.
You didn't have to say it like that, big dog.
Hey, Chicago really said the money from is long gone. He's been broke.
But the thing is like he been broken than that. Because he was scamming longer than that. He was scamming for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
His mother. And the thing is like, like I said, if they, they go to jail and everything, they're gonna come back and do this stuff again.
Yeah.
They lifetime scammers. That's what they know how to do. They know how to scam. They don't know how to build businesses. They don't know how to get the money and invest it into stocks or whatever, real estate, whatever. They don't know how to do that. They just know how to scam. Get the money. We don't got any money. Scam. Let's scam for some more money. That's not what we do. We don't know how to do businesses, but we know how to scam. That's probably what the mother said to Sean Kingston. We like I said, we going to keep scamming. Scam. It must be in their blood because that's what they know how to do is scam. So, hey man, they got caught. Like I said, I don't feel like they're gonna do. Like I said, they ain't gonna have a long time going to prison or going to jail. They probably take a plea deal. They might be in jail 2, 3, or 4 years, and after that, they come back out. They're gonna keep scamming like they always do. So, when I first saw this, I was surprised of when how they raided the house, but I do some research and see how how long they've been scamming for, and I'm like, oh, okay, so they've been doing this for a long time. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what they do. The mother and Sean Kingston, they're gonna keep scamming till they're gonna keep scamming. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Scammers. Scam. Go ahead, Ronnie. I don't know if you got a delay. Yeah, he got a delay. Go ahead, King. Anything you got to say about this? More about Sean Kingston?
Hey, man. It just says that we can't believe a lot of these guys.
I just feel bad for him.
No, shit. I don't feel bad for him. He was given a gift from God to make $1 million, and he didn't do nothing. That man was touching millies. He didn't do nothing when he didn't donate. He didn't help rebuild no community. He was bragging about hitting chicks raw, allegedly. Spending the money. So it's like, hey, like, who is, you know what I mean? He's still, like, what does he do? Like, you get a chance like that in a lifetime, blow $1 million. Like, I would have liked it a little better if he said, oh, yeah, I ran $1 million through the community center. Or I flood $1 million back to the block. Then you'll be like this. He ain't do none of that, so I don't feel sorry for him. You know what I mean? I pray for him.
You see what happened? You see what happened, Hakeem? Now you got him calling you right now on the phone.
Listen. Sean Kingston's gonna be back at the strip club with us after he takes his fall from a sink. We'll see him back at take one on the Rolex.
But Hakeem, but he want to be like I said. Like I said, you wear what hood people are like, right? But that's why this is Sean Kingston. This is what Hakeem he's portraying Sean Kingston. You know.
Yeah.
The hood dude got a lot of bling bling and everything. So
this is what he want.
This is what he want. The watch, the show out.
Big Blur.
Oh man, y'all crazy, man. But go ahead, Jordan. On to the next one, man.
All right. Oh, let's talk about this one. So this happened in the city. Okay, what's the city? This happened in the city of New York, and this went viral today. So, a child was going off on a cops because they were harassing her mother, and according to the description they was looking for, the description did not, describe the mother. But the thing is, it's like they were still harassing her, even though the description was wrong, and then I forgot what it's called. They were telling the description was wrong. They fit the wrong description, but even though I feel like that was a wrong description of her, they got the wrong person, they still feel like it was harassing her. And then the child's daughter went off. She went off, and she went so off that she went viral for this one. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we're gonna chop it up.
A gray top, and she had a dogger bag. The CV gave the description of a female black with long braids with the white. I think he went back to the store. What classes did I steal from Mount Clear? Mommy, I know who it was. What classes did I steal? Stop recording it now! You should not be recording it without our permission. For my safety, thank you. My aunt stole glasses. It wasn't her. Do she have a fucking white T-shirt on? No. Leave my mother alone! I don't have nothing though. This is crazy. Oh, my dad father! She don't have nothing. I'm gonna kill somebody, bro. Please.
Okay. So do you feel like? So my question to you, I'm passing you, Hakeem. Do you feel like the child was right to defend her mother, or
no?
Go ahead.
She's a project baby. What? Listen. Okay, hear me out on this. She's protecting the daughter, but we also need context with this. I'm trying to be very careful. She said, Mom, I know who took the glasses. It was my aunt. These things happen all the time, bro. If you hang it with negative people, some blowback is going to come. You think they was going to, don't get me wrong. Yeah, she didn't took it, but, sometimes you guilty by association. I'm not saying this. I like the context of the child protecting her mom. But people, we need to do better. We need to do better. I don't hang with street niggas no more. So I never get pressed by police. When I was hanging with street guys, thank you. Why is a child in growth on business? Now listen, look how the child was talking. I was expecting for the child to have a nervous breakdown. Mom, I'm gonna kill somebody. That sounds like a project baby.
You know what else sound like, Hakeem? Where did Daddy at?
No, she said her father's dead. On my dead father. On my dead father, she didn't steal nothing. I heard it very clear. This is a New York street baby. You could tell she went, you know what I mean? She said, why does the mom have the child in a position to have to defend her in the first place? 100%. Listen, Chicago, we all know this. They was doing, something was in the mix. The auntie stole the glasses. They was with them. Point blank, period. There's blowback when you do these type of things. Don't hang with, if you don't hang with people who stealing, you ain't gonna get no problem. So I'm not trying to put this a thing. I walk in the store all the time. I don't never get pressed. Not only that, you in Montclair. The jackets are $1,000. The nice, fluffy, shiny ones, they're $1,000.
Go ahead, Ronnie. I don't know if you like it or not. Yeah, he is. He's liking it. All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, looking at this, yeah, you're right, Hakeem. This is hood chick behavior. This is definitely hood chick behavior because.
Now, give me a second. I'm delaying bad, Jordan. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going. Okay. Like I said, if my daughter was ever in that situation with me or my wife, my daughter would not be speaking one word and everything. She would not be speaking one word. When it comes to grown stuff business like this, it should be the grown folks business to handle it, not the child, not her. I don't know why the child was. I don't know why the child could think about speaking on y'all to the police like that because when you do that, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse. I always was taught by my mom or majority of black families of how when it comes to police, how to what to do and what not to do. When you come yelling and screaming and be belligerent to the cop, that's not gonna work. It's gonna make it look worse. So it's making it be bad. And it's like I said, it's sad to see that little girl was, being, loud and aggressive to the cops and things that my mom didn't do anything wrong. And I wish that, we could it would have I wish it should have went trending and viral like that and see her like that because like I said, I agree with Chicago Gorilla, it's grown for business, but that's just sad to see because my daughter would never be, opening her mouth or be in some type of situation like that, period. It wouldn't happen. So, yeah, I agree with you 100%, yo. It shouldn't be like that. And then hopefully, if there was a male present or something like that, kind of just situation, it wouldn't have been better and everything. So, but yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I think Robbie, he's still lagging.
Yeah.
But like I say, Hakeem, with this situation, have you ever seen a situation like this before? Not on camera?
Yeah, I've seen this situation plenty of times, and I was like, those are project babies. like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you see real kids defending their parents, like, it's not in this interim like this. It don't get to this extreme. The kid usually don't put themselves into that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Usually they get nervous or won't say anything at all, or they listen to their parents.
Tell me about it.
But hey, man, that's it. especially in New York too. Crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy.
No chase in the building.
Yeah, Jordan Herbert said the mother was more than the child. Yeah, she was. It's like, they switched roles. It's like the mother was playing the child, and the child was playing the mother.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Natasha said, baby girl needs to be in summer camp, learn how to kayak or something. Yeah, I agree.
Hey, I would pray that if they could spell kayak.
That's crazy, man. But moving on. Anything you want to say about this topic? Go to the next topic.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, so let's see. We go this one. So let's talk about Alfonso Roberto. So Alfonso Roberto, for the guys don't know who played Carlton for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He did an interview and he was talking about how playing Carlton in the Fresh Prince. It said that right there ended his career, which I'm like, I can't think why I would think that would end his career. But I know who's this? Who's this?
Chicago Rilla.
Oh, Chicago Rilla.
Hold on. If I can get off mute quick enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully I ain't dragging like the governor, man. I don't want to leave y'all on stage solo dolo, man. But I did have a comment around the baby because I get to type it in the chat now. Want that to get misunderstood what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's a baby. One of the things that's concerning is that her behavior is normalized, which usually she might be the baby at the party that's acting grown. And then you got the people that's supposed to be grown-ups encouraging that foolishness.
Yep. No disagreeing on that.
Can't disagree. Oh, yeah, Chicago lagging too. Like I say, we'll come back to Chicago finish. Let us know. But we're gonna jump to the next topic about the transfer rebuttal, and then we can go back to Chicago. If you want to come back, continue to talk about the girl, we'll continue. So, well, yeah, go ahead. Hakeem, play the clip about how he said Fresh Prince at the end of the career after that.
For me, has always been that in terms of acting, most of the world can't get past Carlton. So, because of that, I have been typecasted to the point where it's almost impossible for people to see me doing something else. And so because of that, and I say this all the time, and it's actually an interesting thing to think about, right? Imagine for a second you did something. People loved it. People thought it was fantastic. They think of you doing it. They can't think any other way. It was perfect. You landed every joke the way they wanted you to land it. It was nothing. The problem for me has always been that in terms was nothing better. And then it ends and they tell you that thing that you were so great at, you'll never be able to do it again. You're no longer allowed to act because you did that one so well that we can't see you as something else. Is a really difficult transition that took years for me to understand and to get past. It was nothing better. And then it ends and they tell you that thing.
Go ahead, Chicago Rilla. You go back to finish what you was talking about.
Man. Hold on, I can't get off this mute quick enough. My bad, family. No. If you guys have moved on from the baby, I just wanted to be clear on what I was saying regarding that. But I'm kind of old school. And my said beat the child ass and beat the mama ass too. I was, really being tongue in cheek, but very serious at the same. Point that I was making is that there need to be some boundaries and repercussions and reprimands set for that type of behavior. But if you guys have moved on to the conversation with
So yeah, Chicago going in and out. It's probably a signal. I don't know if Chicago with that, but I know his signal. I don't know he's moving around and everything. So, like I said, Chicago, you want to come back, come back. But going back to the Carlton. Somebody put out a tweet that says Tyler Perry needs to revamp Alfonso's career. I just know he could. And then Alfonso Roberto tweeted back saying, "I don't need or ever want that man to do anything for me and everything." So going back to what Alfonso Roberto was saying, that playing that specific role it ended his career, and he felt like because he did it. I guess he did a role with the perfection that nobody else couldn't see him act something else and everything. So you feel like he was right, or do you feel like he doesn't have the range to be an all-around actor? Go ahead.
He doesn't have the range to be an all-around actor. A lot of people play in the TV shows, but they are very one-dimensional. This is why when you're a comedic actor, you're gonna get typecasted anyway because you play comedic roles. You might not have multi-layered or depth to your craft, and that's really what it is. You know what I mean? All comedians, do you see them playing tons of movies like that?
No, not really. Some do, but not a lot.
The only ones that was able to do that was like Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, Jim Carrey. Even Jim Carrey wasn't this. He said Tyler Perry needs better writers. I get where you're coming from, but I'm just saying as an opinion. I don't think Alfonso was multi-layered. You know what I mean? To get super many roles.
Yeah, for me, for Alfonso, I feel like with him, he's not a movie type of actor like a Will Smith or Martin Lawrence, like these other comedians. But like I say, Carlton's not really a comedian. He's just an actor who can play a good part as a Carlton and everything. So with that, I feel like with Alfonso Roberto, I agree with you, Akeem. He doesn't have the range. We can speak with what's his name, Jaleel White, who plays Steve Urkel. He was, everybody knows that Steve Urkel, but when it comes to other roles, he couldn't play other roles like that, television or movies and everything. So I feel like, certain actors like Alfonso Roberto and Jaleel White, everybody remember as, a Carlton or Jaleel White, and like I said, we always remember how great a role. We look at, like I said, and the thing is like, we look at Alfonso Roberto or Jaleel White, we don't think about it as their real names. We think of it as Carlton, and we think of it as, Steve Urkel and everything. But if you had that range of being acting, not in the movies, just in television and everything, was I did see Alfonso after Fresh Prince, he was in a series with LL Cool J in the house and everything. And, I don't know if people felt like, when we saw him, he played Carlton, because I think he played a practitioner or in the house and everything. A lot of people, I don't know, I can't say, but I don't know if people think about, him playing a practitioner, or him, he's only in the house by 7 hours and everything. But yeah, I just feel like with Carlton, Alfonso Roberto, he also said this too, I think a couple years ago. He said that the black community left him because, he's married to a white woman, and, he has, biracial kids and everything. And he feel like, the black community never, they really turned his back against Alfonso Roberto, which I don't believe that's not the case and everything. But yeah, Alfonso Roberto, you do not have the range. I mean, that's why you was struggling and everything. And I also feel like he didn't know for himself that after the Carlton role that he did, I don't know if he should have went back into acting and everything. Because I know with Will Smith, while he was doing Fresh Prince and breaking to the movies and everything, he was taking acting classes, to raise himself to be a better actor. And now, as you can see, Will Smith is one of the big blockbuster actors, ever of all time and everything. And with Alfonso Roberto, once you stick with one role with Carlton Banks and continue to do good, but the thing is, when you get out the road, you don't want to be better. People gonna still remember you for it. have bring any substance or playing another role in a television or anything like that. So same thing with Jaleel White. That's why he get any roles or any other TV gigs as well and everything. Yeah, it's really. I agree with you, Hakeem. It's just the range. He just don't have the range and everything. That's why he kind of stuck doing hosting different. I think he's still hosting some television gig. I can't remember what it was and everything. But that's my
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. Okay.
Stephanie, you wanted to comment?
Go ahead, Stephanie.
Pretty brown.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey y'all. Hi family. How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I feel like I was gonna actually say, and I think you touched on it, Jordan. Like, not only I think is he lacking with the range, but I think characters that are not parallel with Black culture, oftentimes you just get deemed that way, and that's how you're looked at. Like if you look at, of course, Jaleel White, and you look at Carlton for sure. I feel like Carlton, Alfonso, whatever. I feel like he even, I know he says like, oh, the Black community turned their back on me, but
Oh, she lagging too. It must be Reese Green because, like I said, Ronnie was lagging and Chicago was lagging and Stephanie was lagging. So
yeah.
So I'm sorry, y'all. We're having a bad stream over here. Our Reese stream is lagging a little bit. So, like I said, bear with us today. We'll be better next time. Well, like I said, we appreciate you guys sticking with us.
She's back.
She's back. Okay, she can finish her point.
Stephanie.
Yeah. Fresh Sound says, look at Robert Williams. He's one of the biggest comedians that did a range of characters. Yeah. It just depends on the roles offered to him. Yeah. Robert Williams, he had
different race, but could we really mention him because he's a white boy?
Who, Robert?
Yeah.
He had more race. He had more race than Jim Carrey, and I love Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey did a lot of movies, even Adam Sandler's. I'm wondering, like, do white comedians have better range than Black comedians?
No, it's only a few. No, only a few. Robert Williams, you put Robert Williams up there, he had a range, and Jim Carrey. I'm gonna name those two. And that's
Robert Williams played on A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men. You remember that movie?
Yeah, he played in he played in one Thriller movie was really good. He played
Mrs.
Doubtfire, that was classic and everything. There's another movie he played in too. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, Robert Williams, he had range. He was up there, and a lot of Black comedians they could attest to that. Unfortunately, he committed suicide from himself, but yeah, Robert Williams, yeah, he definitely had range. I'll give it to him.
hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I feel like, yeah, Robert Williams, but when we're talking too, like about Black actors, like you had, of course, Will Smith, Martin, Eddie Murphy, Queen Latifah was able to leave her, her sitcom era and do great things. Kim Fields was able to leave and do a variety of things. It's so many actors that are within the Black community that again, I feel like when their characters are parallel or we can relate to them and culturally, I think their career will thrive. When I think about Carlton, I feel like he got too entrenched in the culture. Like I just feel like he perpetuated a Black man who was looking for white validation, even in his personal life. And I think that is probably one of the major disconnects. For my personal opinion, that was like a major disconnect for me. Because even in your personal life, because you have someone like Tay Diggs, who kind of subscribed to the same mentality, right? Wasn't married to a white woman, but he was also able to have range. And so, I don't know, I just think that it really just goes with like your role and who we feel you could be connected to in the role that you take. So
I agree with you, because I feel like I think when you play a big role and Fresh Prince, that was at the time of '90, that was one of the biggest TV series out there with Martin and other Black TV television shows. I just feel like, I also feel like, I guess with Carlton Banks, he has big headed. I feel like, after he mastered the craft of playing Carlton Banks, I feel like, if I could do this, I could jump in any role, anything like that. But I guess the roles wasn't coming to her and anything. And my thing is, the role's not coming to her, you being on BET series of films and everything. But I feel like Carlton Banks, I feel like the role he had with Carlton Banks, he's feel like, all other roles would come for me and everything, but unfortunately it didn't. And the thing is like, I never, and just him, and a few years back to say, the black community turn your back against you, it's like, there was opportunities out there where the black community could help you like that, but the thing is, I feel like you didn't look at that. And that's why, nobody, we didn't, after, Fresh Prince, he wasn't in the house after that, we didn't hear from you. We really didn't hear from you, and now all you do is his TV gigs and everything. So with that, Carlton Banks, I feel like you did have an opportunity to, there's opportunities out there in Hollywood, especially around that time in the 90s. But I feel like, not having that range, especially, with white Hollywood, they saw that and I was going to give it to you. And to me, you should have felt something about that with white Hollywood. And then the black community could have helped you out, doing BET films or, a BET series or something like that. But firstly, he didn't do that. And now that he's talking about it right now, I just feel like, him saying, Carlton Banks in his career, I was like, no, he didn't end his career. He didn't take other opportunities, especially in black Hollywood, that probably kind of would have had you steady, or also raised your career as well. So raise your career as being a really good actor. So yeah.
Yep. We can move on to the next one.
All right, on to the next topic. Give me a second. So
it keeps kicking me out.
For real? Are you in like a bad area?
Yeah, I streamed that because it kicked out Rilla and then
I'm at home.
What are you using? Google Chrome or Safari?
Chrome.
Use Safari. It's gonna be better. You got an iPhone?
Absolutely not. Team Android.
Whoa.
We need to have that debate.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It's nighttime over there? Stephanie, you
in the parking lot?
I guess she's not answering. Go ahead, Fran.
She in the parking lot.
I'm in the parking lot. Where you at? Where you at, Jordan?
Oh no, I'm in the conference room.
I'm coming.
Okay.
All right.
All right, on to the next topic. Let's talk about Stephanie will be here in a sec. So mama gives her granddaughter a DNA test because he believed that her grandson wasn't her child and everything. So not talking to her son, she went behind the son's back and did a DNA test. And I'm not gonna say the rest because I'm gonna show you the clip. After that, we're gonna chop it up.
See this video.
Mom, you went and go get a DNA test. Don't worry about that, Mom. Tell me, why did you go get a DNA test on that?
Who? What? What is you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, Mom.
Down first of all, then I'll talk to you.
No,
okay, I will talk to you because I've been talking to you.
Tell me right now.
I did it. You know that be ain't true. She don't even look like you. She'll look like me. She'll look like your grandmama.
Listen, Mom.
Nobody.
I told you to stay out my business in the first place when you were talking about
my baby boy, and this ain't your baby. No. Period.
Listen. I was happy with doing.
I'm not gonna take it back. I'm not gonna say sorry because I want my own grandbaby.
Yes.
I'm your child.
I'm not asking.
That ain't your child.
I'm not asking you to say sorry.
Mama, you want me to accept this
I'll screen this like another.
Baby, no. I'm not gonna do this. Get that camera.
Yes, she.
Around my face.
I love now.
Get that camera out my face.
Mom, why you throwing stuff?
Why you
Why you throwing stuff on me?
This is not even necessary. Cause you know what?
This to prove that my mama won't stay out my business.
It's okay. It's okay. Cause guess
all
what?
you had to do is mind your business.
Guess what? I did this for us. Both of us. We cool now.
No,
this ain't your baby. I ain't got to buy Pampers. I ain't buy no more pacifier. Cause that.
So now you calling my baby. So now you gonna call my baby.
About kids, but that ain't your baby. So stop saying that. Don't play with me. You know what?
Mom, listen.
Give me some water. Give me some water. You making my blood pressure go up. I don't understand this. I told you I did this for us. You my only
Ain't
son.
no us.
You my only son.
Ain't
You
no
think I'm
us.
supposed to have the babies out here that ain't ours?
First off,
Please,
Mom,
go ahead.
I love Nyla like she mine.
Keep talking.
I love her like she mine.
Alright, and
That's what I'm
I
telling
am
you.
the bad mother of the year. So what? They ain't our baby.
So what we? Let me see if I can pull it up.
Hey now.
Hey.
I had to come creep on my boy's life. I'm gonna speak on more closer to you.
Yeah. But go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take?
I like. Funny enough, I like that she did that. Mama standing on business. If a lot of mothers would do that, it'll be a different situation. I think that you gotta intervene. Sometimes as men, we make wrong decisions when we think with our second head.
Yeah, well for me, I feel like she was wrong. You know, she should have told him. I feel like if my mom would do that, I would be upset. I'll be pissed. That's just me. I wouldn't like that. Even though if the mother feel like she was doing right at the time, but the thing is, you gotta tell your son that I'm gonna do a DNA test, come with me and everything, because you stepping out of bounds with your son and everything. And for me, like that, it's like if that's the case, what else you be doing behind my back? What are you doing behind my back, Ma? And that's just our questions right there, and that's how I think about that. She was wrong about that. That's out of bounds. I don't care who you are. That's out of bounds. You gotta tell your son about that and what you gonna do first. Even if you gonna do it anyway, still let me know that he's gonna do it. Even if I won't like it, you doing it anyway, still let me know. And that right there, yeah, that's out of bounds. That's what I gotta say about that. What should say, Stephanie? Go ahead.
I agree completely with you. I feel like, yeah, if that's something as a mother that you want to do, you got to look at the repercussions, like the long-term repercussions that you're going to have on your relationship with your son, and potentially with your grandchild. So, yeah, I feel like I don't think that she was right. She should have definitely hollered at her kid before she did that. And I think that's too, like, it speaks to the boundaries that are set in their relationship as mother and son. Like, why does my mom feel comfortable enough to do this type of shit behind my back?
Right.
Like, so yeah, it is
But
very
listen,
intimidating. This.
Stephanie, how do you feel about the women? How do you feel about the women lied about sleeping with somebody else?
Who slept with? Oh, the girl.
Yeah.
The mother of the kid. Like, both things can be true. She's wrong for sleeping around and telling this dude like you're the dad. Mm-hmm. But then mom is also wrong by going behind dad's back and her son's back and doing it. So two things can be true in this situation. She messed up for making that decision just as much as mom has messed up for going behind her son's back. I think in a perfect world for me, I think DNA test should be done as soon as the child the child is born, and before you even filling out the birth certificate, let's get this DNA test. Like, it should be something that's mandated. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I think that would like, it's a lot of men out here who got child support orders on kids that aren't theirs, and to keep it a bucket, it's so hard to get reversals. Mm-hmm. Once that child is yours, it's considered yours on the birth certificate. It's a lot of work that goes into reversing it. So. Yeah.
And don't live in Michigan, y'all. Mm-hmm. Don't live in Michigan, because you live in Michigan. A mother can point out he's a father and put on a birth certificate, and he got to pay. And after that, he got to pay child support.
Yeah.
And it can be the wrong father. It don't matter. Crazy.
Well, that's a good point, Natasha.
She said she may have wanted to know if an inheritance is involved, if he will set up a base and genetics, then there's that.
Yeah.
That makes sense too, but still, like, I still don't think it was mom's. Even though that could be a concern, and that's something that you're concerned about, have the conversation with your son, let him know why you want to get it done. And even if you choose to do it done, get it done on the low. Like, let him, I'm going to do it anyway. Just going to let you know, son. Like, yeah. So that's it.
Why I said 60% of men is afraid to take paternity tests.
Ooh.
I think it's 90.
Yeah.
I think it's 90.
I would say.
He's telling the
Did
truth.
you hear about that? Did you hear about that dad who his I think his daughter had to do like something with the biology class. Long story short, came out and found out that his daughter wasn't his. He did paternity tests on the rest of his kids, and none of the kids was his. Out of 3 of the kids, none of them were his.
Did we cover that on camera or no?
I'm not sure, but if that was me, I would have asked that.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Wild.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But there's a lot out there in the United States, you know, and in cities like here, Miami, Detroit, New York, it's a lot of situations going on like that, and and I agree with Stephanie. When it comes to the baby is born, get it tested immediately and see what's up.
100%.
Yep. But any final thoughts on this? Before we go to the next topic?
No.
All right, on to the next topic. Let's talk about, before we do the funny one, Hakeem, we're going to do the, I just sent it to you. It's about Scrappy and Kiara. They was on a podcast together, and they was talking about if it's okay for them, for a man to tell their male friends that they look good. Or any other slangs to say other than if a man looks good and everything. It's a good conversation to talk about. So go ahead, I can play the clip, and after that we're gonna chop it up.
Good boy. No, don't say it like that.
Oh, that's my brother. It is something wrong with that. It is something wrong with that. Like,
It's
you
a
serious?
lot.
It's a problem telling another man on cameras in front of people. Yo, man, you look fresh. Ain't no wrong with
Fresh,
that.
that's a good word.
That's cool.
Fresh. Can't use trigger words, man.
Like good.
Like good. You say trauma words, right? I said trigger words. Trigger words. So that mean that, are you traumatized by men telling you look good? I didn't never thought that it was a bad thing to say, Scrap, you look good. If I look at you sometimes, I'll be like, but dog look good. No, bro. He gave you a word. Fresh. Dog look fresh. Fly. If I say fresh, that's your outfit look fresh, but you as an individual, I'm so heterosexual that I can't see a Diddy bone in my body. Can you not have a Diddy word in your mouth? Think about it. That's a metaphor. I ain't got a Diddy bone in my body. No, listen. No, listen. Put his bone in me. No. Homeboy look good, and I say, boy, you look good, boy.
No, don't say it like that.
Oh, that's my brother. It is something wrong with that. Good.
It's not a giddy bone in my body.
Right. Go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take, man?
So this just goes to say that how men still struggle with sexuality. Like I didn't see nothing wrong with him saying, "Oh, you look good today," or "You look handsome." I tell my nephew, "You look handsome." I'm like, "Damn, boy, you looking clean today. You gonna bag you something?" I'm not trying to bend him over. But as us as people, we clearly go to sex. We clearly go to something sexual. And I think sometimes it's offensive to the LGBT community when we know that's something that has nothing to do with them. They're going to keep saying, why you keep bringing us in conversations that are natural? Women tell women they look good every day. Girl, you look so nice and tight and snatched in the dress. Your figure is nice. Why does that not lesbianism? So if I tell Jordan you look good and I like how your beard is shaped up, does that make me gay?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I want to say this, Hakeem, what's the difference if a friend say it to you, but if a barber cutting your hair, he gonna say it too. I'm gonna make sure you look good.
Yeah.
What's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
If I, like I said, when I go to the barber shop, get my hair, get my beard trimmed, get my hair cut and everything, the barber could say, how you look, man? I'm gonna say, man, this looks good, man. You look, like say, this looks good. So barber gonna say, hey, man, I got you sharp. I got you looking good. So what is the difference if a barber says it to you, and you pay him to do it, but you go to a friend, if a friend says it, something like that, which me and you are, Hakeem, we're secure in our masculinity,
100%. Is Stephanie still logging her phone? Oh.
All right, I'm back. Like I said, bear with us, people. Our stream is wacky today. Like I said, I promise we will be better. We will be better. Like I said, going back to the subject. Yeah, I have no problem. I'm secure with my masculinity. I have no problem complimenting. So yeah, shout out to go ahead, Joe. He said I compliment my people because as men don't receive them often. Facts.
We don't.
Facts. Yeah. Comes to, like I said, when it comes to you guys, it comes to my coworkers I work with and everything. If your beard look good, if you're looking clean, I'm gonna say something. Give a compliment. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's an echo. I don't know if somebody's still live.
Okay.
Or you got like an extra stream open.
Can you hear me better?
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you, but it's like an echo. I still hear it.
Let me leave and come back.
Nigga, you me? Hello?
Am I better?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Like I said, bear with us, people. Our stream is bad today, but bear with us and everything.
Yeah.
But but that was my take on that. You got your take, Stephanie?
I agree. I don't think men are complimented enough. Like I think like this toxic masculinity of everything is you gay. We have to remove that and pour love into it. I think it kind of goes back to the conversation y'all were having last week about like black men not feeling comfortable to be vulnerable and to do the work. And I think a lot of that is attributed to like this masculinity, like, oh, you crying, you gay, you soft, you know what I mean? Or pause, like you ain't gotta say pause over giving someone a compliment, like. And I feel like I love giving compliments to black women and black men because we don't hear it often enough. We definitely need to, instead of mad dogging and staring like, okay, black shirt, okay, polka dots, right? Like, and so like pouring out that love to each other. I definitely, I don't see a problem with it. I would actually be turned on if I seen another man secure enough in himself and be like, yo, your cut is fresh, or oh, them kicks is fly, or whatever. It gets a little sassy if you like, them jeans look good on your hips, like. So, maybe that's just me, it's a double standard. Where Ronnie? Ronnie, I'm with Jordan, so I didn't have to get on my phone.
Yeah, I see that. You look very Cali today.
I do. Wait, you gotta see my shirt. Can you tell? Hold on really quick. Okay, what does that say at the top?
It says nothing what?
Says witty Hutton.
We be hunting, okay.
Do you know what it's from? Oh my God. $5 cash app to a person can tell me where this shirt is from. What TV show?
Oh, I know that. I already know.
Is that Oz?
No. It was on a TV show back in the 90s.
Hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh.
Damn, I can't.
Hey, people in the chat, what shirt she's wearing? What shirt?
What TV show is this from?
This is back in the 90s.
They live in colors?
No.
Look at the it's reverse.
Who's that? I don't want to give you the name because I give you the name. All right, people in the chat, what shirt is she wearing? It's from a TV series, but it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix.
Black Jesus?
You said who now?
You said that's Jesus.
Black Jesus.
No.
Oh my God.
Y'all don't know. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
You sure you don't know? It's the last chance. People in the chat. What shirt is she wearing?
I've never watched a TV show like that. I'm Canadian.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, she's from Montreal.
Okay, sorry.
Good time.
Good
Nope.
times.
Zeke, nope.
Oh, Zakia.
Wife's in the chat. Y'all don't know? Okay, so y'all don't know. Okay, y'all remember the episode of Martin Lawrence? And remember he had a job, and so him and Brumman, they had to go. Him and Martin was doing the side gig and everything, and they're gonna sell T-shirts.
I got a shirt.
And this was the T-shirt right here. It's Brumman in the wig.
Yes, it is Martin.
Yeah.
It's the Whitney Houston concert. The
Yep.
Whitney Houston, but it spelled it Whitty.
Whitty
Hutton.
You remember that episode, Hakeem?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I
That nigga don't remember.
I do. Yeah, I'm overjoyed that thing like damn.
Oh, that's funny.
That was a funny episode.
That was funny. He thought he was about to make so much money.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, any last comments you guys have, Stephanie, Hakeem?
No.
No.
Love on black men.
All right. All right. So we're gonna since we might leave the stream early because like I said, we haven't our stream is bad. So we do have the last topic of today, and this is gonna blow your minds because I don't know if y'all gonna laugh your asses off or y'all gonna be like, "Yo, is he that stupid?"
Ooh.
So I'm not gonna say anything else. Hakeem, just play the clip. Cause this right here, this when I saw this was funny to me. But go ahead, show it to the chat, and after that we're gonna chop it up. To me, this was funny.
Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office. Actually, so just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Great. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks at the court.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. And he didn't have a license.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
You know you done fucked up, right? Like
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for
oh my god. And the donkey of the day goes to that man. Did you see his face? Did y'all see his face the minute the judge started reading off like suspended license and driving with no license and you're driving? He was like
So Hakeem, was he stupid or was he dumb?
That man was out his rabbit ass mind.
oh my god.
I ain't never missing that lesson.
You heard what the Tasha Vincent said? She said it was a Tesla. The thing is,
Yeah.
Hakeem, I I don't get, like, you know you had a court date. You know you have a suspended license. You know you're driving. I don't know what he was thinking. Like, yo, I need to hurry. Like, I guess he was thinking he had so much to do that he just like, hey, let me just jump on right now and I'll just park right now. Not knowing that you were on Zoom. The judge was just like dumbfounded. He's like, I can't believe this man's driving this car. He's driving this car? Are you serious? He's driving this car? And he paused. He's like, bro, are you kidding me? And that was real easy. I like, so I don't blame him. His dumb ass should go to jail. I'm sorry. He should definitely be in jail. Definitely be in jail. Cause that's the most. That might be one of the stupidest things I've seen all month. That must be the stupidest thing I ever seen all month. Crazy, man.
Which is super crazy.
Yeah.
He deserved that lockup.
Yeah.
You gotta take that L on the chin.
Yes, you do.
Or take it on the bookie. Whichever,
And the thing is like, if he have friends and family, and let's say, you know, he do what he do and everything. If I'm a family, I'm calling him. Would you clown Hakeem? Would you clown him if you're a family or friend member? Would you clown him?
Yeah, all day. That was so dumb. Why his wife wasn't right?
I don't know.
Why is what?
I don't know if he had a wife. Did he have a wife?
Yeah, there was a girl in the bucket in the seat with him. She was telling him, "Don't say nothing."
Listen to black women.
Yeah, you know you don't fucked up.
Yep. Too busy, man.
Man.
Yeah. But hey, people, man, we just want to get you. This was our last topic, so we just want to give you guys a laughter and everything. We will be ending our stream a little bit early. You know, we have technical difficulties. So you know, we sorry for the apologies for our stream miss today. We will be better than the next stream. But other than that, we want to thank people. First, I want to thank Stephanie for coming and joining us by and everything.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Always.
Shout out to Stephanie.
I'll see y'all next time. Is Austin in here? I ain't going to Austin's his channel no more. It ain't safe over there.
Oh.
They got Ruthless running around with like a pit bull without a leash. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Talk about triggering. But I love y'all over here, so I'll be out. Be safe out there, y'all. All right, see you later.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you again. We want to appreciate you guys, people on the chat. Shout out to Joe No Hurdle. Shout out to Natasha Vincent. Shout out to Slimmy. Slimmy, we appreciate you. Shout out to my lovely wife who's in the chat. Shout out to my lovely wife who's in the chat. Shout out to Corinne Stevens. That's your cousin, Hakeem, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's my cousin.
Cousin, okay. Shout out to her. She's in the chat. Who else we got? Shout out to Y High. Shout out to No Chaser, who always supporting us. We appreciate you, man. Shout out to Fresh South Florida. We appreciate you. Who else was in the chat? We got shout out to Bobby Bryan. Shout out to Sherry Bryan for always supporting us. They come on to the Facebook live stream, and we appreciate you. We really appreciate you guys coming on a daily basis. Chicago Gorilla, who's in the chat, who also joined us for a little bit. Who else? I forget. Shout out to Nidus, who's in the chat. Shout out to you, Nidus. Shout out to Eric Brown. Shout out to Aston. Make sure you guys, I believe he's going live at 5:30. So if you want to get on his chat at 5:30. Comes right after us, a half hour after us. So shout out to his channel. Shout out to Ken Dog. Who else we got in here? Shout out to Jalen. She was in the chat for a little bit. Shout out to you.
Houston's fine.
We had Rick Grimes from Kick. Hey, shout out to you, Rick, man. He's been coming pretty steady on Kick, so really appreciate you, Rick. And shout out to Tequila. We really appreciate you, Tequila. I think that's it from the Facebook Kick and YouTube world. What about you, Hakeem? Anybody from Instagram?
Yeah. Shout out to my man Cash. Hold on. Roel, JJ, Mr. C305. Yeah, those are the ones that live to see.
All right, we appreciate it. Sorry for the the wackiness of for like a stream today. You know, we had Ronnie, but you know he's catching a flight, so he was on there for the first hour for our show. Apologize for for our like I said, our streams. You know, bear with us. Next time we definitely be better. But other than that, you guys make sure you guys go to the community tab and get that Chaos Coach Radio hats as we wear right here. I got the Chaos Coach Radio t-shirt. We have different colors. We have red, we have green, I'll be wearing, we have black, we have gray, we have blue, we have navy, we have all types of colors and everything. Also, we have the Chaos Coach Radio mug right here as we always do. And shout out to Hakeem's book, The Book of Love. Make sure you capture that book. We really, really appreciate you guys. And like I said, we will be back on Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, as we always do. But that's the Chaos Culture Radio.
We're out.